Hi there, my name is Tonya Maurer. I wanted to share part of our journey with Alzheimer's. As you know or may not know, my mom has Alzheimer's, and it's a terminal disease. She was diagnosed about 6 to 7 years ago. Mom's cognitive function has for sure declined. I've tried to match her needs and her behaviors up with the different stages of Alzheimer's. Now, Alzheimer's is a type of dementia, so think of dementia and cancer, kind of. And then each one of those categories, you have different types. So for dementia, Alzheimer's is only one type of dementia. There are 4 stages of Alzheimer's according to the Alzheimer's Association. And they always manifest very differently in every individual. So if you've seen one person with Alzheimer's, you really have only seen one person with Alzheimer's. So part of our journey, starting back on a sunny Sunday this past June, I had the aha moment that Mom has actually shifted into the mid-stage of stage 3, which is the moderate category of Alzheimer's. On that particular Sunday morning, I called the memory care unit where she resides, just to remind them that I would be picking Mom up at 9 a.m., so that she would have to have her breakfast before all her companions, and then that also gives us about 30 minutes to deal with any kinds of curveballs. Earlier in the morning I did take a peek at the camera, and just a side note here, definitely use technology to your advantage. It does come in handy. On the camera I did note that Mom was actually wearing a light sundress, which likely wouldn't bode too well in the sanctuary because we would have windows open and fans going. So ultimately, it would be a little drafty. So I called Mom, and she answered on the second call, not the second ring, but the second call, and that's a whole different essay at some point in the future that I'll share with you. We were lucky that she did answer the phone. I let her know that we were going to church, and yes, it was Sunday. I also noted that she was in the sundress and she should probably think about putting pants on instead and maybe a shirt. She promised me she would. We said our goodbyes and we hung up. As I was let into the memory care wing by an aide, there was Mom sitting in the chair by the door with her purse on her lap, all ready to go. She stood up and I nearly laughed, because ultimately she was actually wearing her sundress for sure and with her pants underneath. So she did follow through. We got partway there. So this was definitely a decision time. Do I let things go as is and we go to church the way she was dressed, or do we actually go back and change? So I did pause for a moment there and reminisced about a time when we went out to a family dinner with my Dad, my mom, my sister, my husband, and I. And my dad looked at me and he said, "Is that what you're going to wear?" In that kind of voice that really translated to, "There's no way you're getting out of the house with that outfit. Go back to your room and change." So with this image in my head, I held my hand out to my mom. She slipped her hand right into mine. We walked to her apartment, and I picked out a shirt. We both agreed it was pretty. And then the next part was really a gut wrench. So I handed her the shirt, and then she looked at me and basically said, "Do I put this on over my dress?" It doesn't sound like much, but it definitely does kick you in the gut when things like that happen. At that particular point, I took a pause, and then I said, "No, let's take the dress off and let's put the shirt on." So that's exactly what we did. I helped her out of her sundress, into the shirt, on with a jacket, put on her name tag, gave her the purse, and we're off to church. There'll be more moments like this, I'm sure. We can prepare for them, but when they hit hard, like knock your socks off hard. Mom is still Mom. regardless of her outfit. Next time, I think I'll leave things as is, but we'll see. Maybe not. I'm not sure, but we'll see how that goes. This is only one part of our Alzheimer's journey. Thank you for listening. Take care.